Morning guys, been out doing my steps this morning. Just want to talk about the importance of friendships. A lot of the friendships out there now are just fake. They're false. They're often for people just to get an advantage or want something. For me, I don't waste my time on those types of people. I've got to admit, I've got no time for it at all. What you actually want is a close set of friends that are trustworthy. As the saying goes, I heard this some time ago. There's two types of friends: those that aren't friends, and the ones that you rang them at 2 o'clock in the morning, and the question will be, bring a gun and a shovel, and they'll be there. And that's pretty much it for me, because I came from a military childhood where the people around us, they all back each other 100%. Then I come to civilian life in the UK, and I've got to admit, the majority of people just look out for themselves. A lot of people will say, no, it's not like that. Put them on the spot, and you'll soon see how many of them are actually willing to back you up. I've got a few friends that I can rely on in the UK, but I'll be perfectly blunt, most of them are never from here. They're from different countries with different ethics, morals, etc. Now, the reason I bring it up is I keep hearing people saying, oh, most men don't have friends, most men this, blah, blah. Reality is, a lot of guys stop looking. You do need to put a bit of effort in to find those friends. Everyone's always, oh, they're too busy. There's always an excuse, you see. The problem with excuses is it doesn't help you in the long term. I mean, living in Spain, there's a lot of good people around us in Spain, because a lot of people have got time. A lot of them are retired. A lot of them are wanting to keep busy. So if you say, oh, I need a lift to the airport, you get like 3 offers, because people want something to do. They're good people. They help each other out. But a lot of that's dying in the UK, and a lot of it is because of social media, I have to admit. A lot of anti-immigration stuff. Now I get it. I'm sick and tired of paying too much bloody tax. I don't think people have a right to go wherever they feel like. I'm not a man of the land and all that sort of stuff. I'm more a case of, well, I'm British, and as far as I'm concerned, this place is called Britain. And as long as people abide by the laws, pay their own way, I'm fine. But I don't know why I'm paying for other people that weren't even from here. I have the same grievance with the same people that are here that don't pay their way. So it's not a privilege that is only reserved for people that have come here illegally, etc. I'm for people paying their own way. But I'd also say this country's been built on greed. When you look at the cost of housing, the percentages, how they changed the laws to accommodate people borrowing more, entrapping people in debt, to keep the wheels turning. So there's all this debt in housing that isn't real money. Because if the economy collapsed tomorrow, a house that's worth, say, £500,000 or £1 million is suddenly worth £20,000. It's all fictitious, yet it's what we're locked into. The moral of the story is, having good friends, you can talk about the crap like this, and you got people to rely on. As you get older, people start dying off as well, so your friends list sort of drops down, so you have to keep replenishing where you can. And one of the things I will say, guys, is be nice. Be nice to people, because I know it's very easy to cut people off just because they did something or whatever. But sometimes you just got to take it on the chin, memorize it, because it may be something you forgive but never forget. But sometimes it's better being the bigger person, because they may do something unexpected in a positive way later. The whole point, guys, it is worth putting yourself out there, meeting new people, doing new stuff. Instead of whining and complaining about it, try and look up groups and things in your own area, things you haven't done before, and just go and try them. I mean, that's the thing for me. Time's my problem at the moment. I need more time back, but I'm hoping some changes coming up soon will give me that. But it's like Spain. We're already talking about what we're doing for Christmas. We're already talking about, shall we go somewhere for the, take the new car for a spin, maybe to Toledo or somewhere else, Ronda, and spend a couple of days over the Christmas doing something. You've got to put yourself out there. Society's a bit odd now. Sitting on your phone scrolling through, it's not even good. I mean, I don't know, I can't even call that dopamine. I just think that's just numbing the brain. It's doing nothing. Watching adult material, not good dopamine. Good dopamine is going for a walk, especially if there's no screaming kids. That suits me. Talking with people, spending time with people, doing stuff you like, listening to music. I mean, music's something I've got into a lot more lately. I've got to admit, it's a passion that I didn't realise how much I had lost, because when I went corporate, I gave up a lot of this stuff. So it's like with my son now, I mean, before he would always wear a shirt and tie every day, but now he's wearing my Rammstein t-shirt, because he's got a lot of Nirvana stuff and a lot of other band t-shirts, because every time I see one, I go and buy one. So he's got into music a lot more, started collecting vinyl again. We've got up in the office, we've got it set up with a nice vinyl deck, little Bose speaker that's reflects the sound, doesn't take up too much space, but it sounds good. And then the leather chair, so you can just relax and listen to the sounds. These are all good dopamine things. I mean, one of the things I will say is, when you're doing something, just think, is it positive or negative? And it's not about your well-being, because I've got to admit, well-being is an overused phrase these days. Simply good or bad. Watching adult material, because with 8 cans of beer on a Saturday night, that's not good. What you want to be doing is maybe going out, or even better, because I've got to admit, I'm not a big fan of the nightlife in the UK anymore, because it's more about pubs and restaurants rather than pubs. Unless it's like a live event, I'd recommend sorting something out for Saturday morning. Don't wait till Saturday morning, plan it during the week. You know, whatever your hobby is. Maybe going to see, I don't know, remote control cars somewhere. Maybe going to visit a manor house. Maybe going on the cycle race. I don't know. But use your time more wisely. You'll find it has a lot of benefits. It'll take a lot of your pressure off if you've got a crap job or a very stressful job. That if you regain your weekend, because a lot of people sit around the house letting things get on top of them. We're actually going out and doing stuff. You forget about it for at least a few hours. You focus on the photography, your drone flying, watching a football match, whatever it is. Even better, have a mixture of them. Do stuff you don't normally do. Go to a rugby game at the weekend, because then you're probably going to bump into people that you already knew but didn't know they watched the rugby, and suddenly you're starting to have friends again, or gaining more friends. We only have one life. This is it. Got to get the most out of it. Enjoy it. The stuff around us, it could all be good, or it all can be bad. Let's say me swearing. The stuff with Starmer, guy's a parasite from what I can see, and I'm probably going to go back and hear about the budget shortly. But ideally, He inherited a mess from the Conservatives that was left from the mess of the Brown and Blair. And I don't think he's got anything that is going to align with anybody positive. It's probably going to be a load of socialist stuff. So why do I need to waste my time on it? Can I control and put my taxes up? I can moan about it, but moan about it takes my time up. My time is the most precious thing. Money's secondary or third, because let's face it, I'd put family and friends as second. Having money probably third. There may be other stuff before that even. Good health. So maybe the fourth. The whole point is, don't let things grind you down. Crap's always going to happen, but everything's temporary. Everything changes. Starmer may not last 6 months, and I did say 4 months, which I think is next month. So maybe the budget, maybe the nail in the coffin for him. But like I says, it was a mess that he inherited, but I don't think he's done anything to fix a single thing. I think his view is globalist. I think his view is about himself. I think he sees himself as something special when he was probably bullied at school. Which is another reason I won't waste my time on him. Anyway guys, enjoy the week. Nice cold day today. Fresh. Gonna go and cook some bacon sandwiches this morning. I did cut bread out completely, but I was skint. I mean, this is it, because my wife says when you say you're skint, you're not real skint. Because my skint is, I had a food budget, and then somebody had a medical emergency, so I transferred some money across for somebody's medical emergency, which meant I had to survive on what I had in the bank for the food. Now I've got money in shares, I've got money in stocks, I've got money in like the mortgage is getting a separate budget, the house has got a separate budget. So as it was an emergency, I took it from my food budget, which meant I had £6 up till payday, which meant, did I cry about it? No, I got the essentials, bread, milk and bacon, and that's it. I could survive on that for a week. And that's when people say, oh, we can't live, I'm going, I've lived on £3 for a week before, because that time I just got a new job, so I had to pay rental deposit, a month's rent, insurance for a car, the fuel for the car for the week, and I had to get to payday, and I lived on £3. So if I can do it, anybody can do it. I just don't believe. I think a big problem with a lot of people today is they don't know how to manage money. And the other problem is a lot of people don't know how to bloody cook. Anyway guys, like I said, I'm not going to moan. I'm just saying most things are doable. Thanks for watching.